of different variables going into it. It's been a long week. It's been a long Olympic process. It's been a long year. Um, so just a lot of different variables, and I think we're just a little bit too stressed out. But we should be out here having fun, and sometimes that's not the case. Yeah, I say put mental health first, because if you don't, then you're not going to enjoy your sport and you're not going to succeed as much as you want to. So it's okay sometimes to even sit out the big competitions.
That was Simone Biles at the 2021 Tokyo Olympics after she dropped out, with multiple moves named after her, and now 10 Olympic medals to her name, with 7 of them being gold. Simone Biles has been on a winning streak at the 2024 Paris Olympics. She made a full-fledged comeback from her abysmal time at the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. How does an athlete bounce back off the mat so hard? What's her secret weapon? When the U.S. women's gymnastics team wrapped up their first official practice, it was nothing short of a showstopper. Those ladies were on fire. They threw down some insane routines. Sky-high flips, twists that'll make your head spin, and a level of precision that's just unreal. They looked like seasoned pros out there. No doubt they're the ones to beat. But hold your horses, that was just a practice. They not only killed it on the mat, but they were also winning at sleep. And Simone Biles even pushed through despite her knee injury. The U.S. Olympic gymnastics team was on fire. So how did they win? Well, they won with their secret weapon, which is, of course, Simone Biles. But what's her secret weapon? Before we get into the nitty-gritty, make sure to like and subscribe. Now, back to the video. Olympic athletes have been having it hard. They're dealing with cardboard beds and crazy hot weather at the Olympics, but the U.S. gymnastics team, they've got this secret weapon, a mattress that's like a personal ice pack. No AC in the Olympic Village. I mean, we're talking about athletes here, people who push their bodies to the absolute limit. They need rest, and they need to cool down. But nope, the organizers decided to go full eco-warrior and ditch the AC. Who would have thought a mattress company would be the real MVP of the Olympics? I mean, it's not exactly the most glamorous industry, right? Simone Biles, Suni Lee, and the rest of the squad chilling out on icy cool mattresses getting their beauty sleep before snagging the Olympic gold. But Simone Biles has another weapon up her sleeve. Practice makes perfect, we all know that. But how does one go above and beyond practice? What's her secret to keeping focus, creating death-defying new tricks named after herself, and being one of the most prolific gymnasts in U.S. history? Well, this is pretty simple. This is one of those things we ignore day in and day out. Social media. Simone Biles not only broke Twitter with her news, but also nailed her mental health strategy. Well, that's not only a skill-level gold medalist right there. This, good people, is a masterclass in emotional intelligence. Let's face it, social media can sometimes be a real double-edged sword. It's like walking on a balance beam. You gotta hit that sweet spot or it's gonna be a nasty fall. Biles is well within her capabilities to hit that sweet spot after installing some serious mental blocks to the noise. Because the truth is, the pressure cooker of elite athletics has poached more nerves than most pace skaters at the Olympics. But Simone showed the opposite. Sometimes less is more. She scaled back on the use of social media and found some way to clear her head, concentrate on the task at hand, and hit reset before a big routine. The gymnastics world stood still this summer when she pulled out of the women's gymnastics team final on July 27th, and the individual all-around vault and uneven bars finals during the Tokyo Olympics in July 2021. Sure, we'd heard the rumors of the twisties, but to see the GOAT bail out of competition was like watching a meteor change course. Now that's some bravery right there. I mean, who wouldn't be reeling from such pressure to perform right? However, she opted against the safe way of not hurting herself by doing so thinking about her mental health. The very epitome of how someone wins a gold medal, not just in gymnastics, but in life. Real pity that the majority of armchair quarterbacks and keyboard warriors were so willing to throw shade instead of support. Fast forward to 2024, and Simone Biles emerged back into the spotlight after a hiatus of 3 years. Simone Biles has been absolute fire. The gymnastics legend added another gold medal to her collection, this time in the vault final at the Paris Olympics. Biles went to the competition as a decided favorite, although she was up against the reigning Olympic champion, Rebeca Andrade of Brazil. That battle would turn out to be something for the history books. Andrade is the only gymnast who has ever really tested Biles, and she made this final count. In the end, it was again Biles atop the podium, proof once more of why she is considered the best gymnast of all time. Simone Biles absolutely killed it in that Paris Olympics vault final. This woman is a machine. She threw down her signature double pike, the Biles 2-0, and stuck it like it was nothing. I mean with 15.700. She literally took away the gold medal at that point. Rebeca Andrade, the Brazilian firecracker, had everybody buzzing with her new vault that could just maybe possibly put her in contention with Simone. But under the pressure, she chose to play it safe. Still, she nailed her chung and grabbed silver. Not too shabby.
Bronze foi para a também americana Jade Carey.
Arriving in Paris as the most decorated gymnast in history, having taken gold in every single women's event so far, has merely confirmed the legendary of Biles. It must be said, a total number of 30 golds from 40 World. And Olympic medals is a rather ludicrous achievement by someone whose record is most likely never to be broken at this point. With 10 Olympic medals to her name, and 7 of those gold, she rewrote history books. The gymnastics world will be holding a collective breath come Monday, when Biles contests the finals in the balance beam and floor exercise. Will she secure a clean sweep? The spotlight will be on the queen of gymnastics. That said, Simone Biles has absolutely torn through the Paris Olympics to this point. First, she led Team USA to gold in the team final before dominating her way to her second Olympic all-around title. That lady is simply unstoppable. She isn't done yet. Biles has her sights on the balance beam and floor exercise finals Monday. If she can pull off gold in both, she'll have completed a historic sweep of the women's gymnastics events. Considering what she did to return from the twisties in Tokyo, this Paris Olympics has been nothing less than a fairy tale. Whether Simone Biles adds to her already hefty medal count in Paris or not, one thing's for sure, she won't be sharing her thoughts on X, formerly Twitter, immediately after. The gymnastics GOAT announced earlier that she will be taking a break from social media during the 2024 Olympic Games. It's a smart move. An Olympics pressure cooker is enough without adding social media to it. This decision reveals that Simone Biles will stay focused and will continue to stay ahead with her mental health. Simone Biles has revealed the unthinkable secret to her Olympic success, which is actually strategic social media detox. She is definitely not invisible, but she does take a step back from platforms like X. This was key to her mental preparation. The 27-year-old Biles is also an experienced pro, and that maturity level no doubt contributes to her success. Still, it's evident that stepping away from the constant noise of social media has given her mental clarity and focus that aids in performing at the highest level. It's an everyday masterclass in self-care. Sometimes the only way to get a charge is to shut off. Simone Biles stands in a class of her own. She quite literally rewrote the book on gymnastics. That fame comes with an insane amount of pressure and scrutiny. It's no wonder the comments would have been a total nightmare. And maybe Biles has done just that in the past. Just think about flipping your body upside down, trusting only your instincts and your years of training. Now imagine all that with a million people screaming opinions at you. Simone Biles has been there. She learned firsthand that social media could be toxic, especially when one is at the extreme end of physical and mental limits. As she was in the air, all she could think about was all the negative comments that would be hurled at her once she logged into her accounts after her Olympic performance. And when she landed her vault, all the pressure built up inside of her, released like a pressure cooker. She felt like America was going to hate her. She could only think of what people on Twitter were typing out after her landing. That was enough to give her the twisties. Biles' decision to cut back on social media isn't just about protecting her mental health. It's a call to action for all of us. We're all susceptible to the negativity and endless comparison that social media can bring. Maybe it's time we all took a page out of Simone's book and considered how much time we're really spending on doom scrolling versus living. And finally, Biles has managed to overcome her mental health struggles. She's even highlighted her mental health struggles after her winning performances at the Paris Olympics. She revealed that she started the day with therapy before going on to win the Olympic gold medal. Maybe we could use some of that for ourselves too. If therapy and social media detoxing can help an athlete cope with a high-stress sport on the world stage, then maybe it could help us with our day-to-day lives too. After all, Simone Biles is just like us at the end of the day. That's pretty much it for this one. If you liked this video, make sure to stay tuned for more Olympic athletes and performances.